Today I F up by causing a fight between two strangers. Recently, my wife got me an 18-inch WSM smoker. I never thought I'd be the kind of dad with a smoker, but I've gotten really into it and I've made some really good food. I've had some problems with my in-laws, but over the years my FIL has mentioned he used to be a butcher. He's interested in grilling, wants to get a smoker, etc. So I've kept an eye out in case I could get him a smoker for Christmas. Maybe we can bond over it or something. So this morning, I see a never-used 18 inches. Weber Smoky Mountain on Facebook Marketplace for $70. That's insane. Dude put his number in the listing, didn't think that was allowed, and I shot my shot and called him. The guy was nice and he rambled on. He seemed like he needed to talk, so I just let him. He recently got through 2 types of cancer. Just had chemo and radiation on his throat. Lymph nodes surgically removed from his ear to his throat, and spots removed from his liver. But super chill and a good attitude about life. He said I was the first caller and asked that I just not ghost him because people should do what they say. The smoker had never been used because it was too hard to get to out in his shed, and his brother recently got him an Oklahoma Joe's that's right on his back porch. So we arrange pickup immediately and I get my 3 young kids fed, changed, and in the car. It's about 40 minutes away in a more rural area that I'm not familiar with. So I'm using my phone for the map. When I pull up to the house, I leave my car on and roll down the windows and open the trunk. I knock on the door and he answers immediately. We turn back towards the road, and this lady calls out to us. He starts walking over to her, and so I follow politely. She shouts, "The driver, not the homeowner." He invites her into his driveway so she's not blocking the road. She pulls in and asks me if I know what I did. I'm confused and don't immediately respond. Then she just loses it in a road rage-style monologue about how my phone was inches away from my face when I turned down this road. And she just goes off on me for like 15 minutes while the guy just stands to the side. It was unbelievably embarrassing, but I just take it and apologize and listen so that we can de-escalate things. But that somehow made things worse. She gets even more upset that I'm not fighting her. And she starts shouting louder and told me that's how her son died. And she threatened to call the police and ditch us and have my kids taken away, who are all 3 screaming in the car at this point. I did have my phone in my hand as I turned down the road because there were a few roads back to back and I was making sure I turned down the right one. They were really close together because they were neighborhood roads, but I was coming off a 4-lane highway. I didn't make a wide turn or do anything dangerous. Just needed to be more focused. But I mean, she was kinda right, loudly crying face, just unhinged. Well, the Facebook Marketplace guy had been quietly acting like a mediator this whole time, but he just loses it at the DHS comment. He starts shouting at her and kicked her out of his driveway. Then they start shouting at each other in the middle of the street for 5 to 10 minutes. They start cussing. She makes a move like she's gonna hit him. He makes a move back. He brings up her dead kid. They both say whatever they can to hurt each other. He tells her to get out because she's blocking traffic. She threatens to send a motorcycle gang to his house and drives off. So I got a good deal on a smoker, but instigated 2 probably decent people into acting out their worst sides and threatened to hurt/kill each other. He was obviously physically dealing with all the cancer aftermath, and she's a grieving mom who was triggered. I don't think anyone handled themselves well, but life is tough, and I just made both of their lives tougher. Not sure if I need to file a police report about the motorcycle gang. TLDR. Picked up a smoker from a cancer survivor's house and got him into a fight with an unhinged road rager. Today I F up, I made a 5K foo by asking. I am a very lucky man. I am a paid dungeon master and I am a primitive skills instructor. I get paid to run Dungeons and Dragons and I get paid to help run courses on prehistoric skills. Flint napping being my specialty. Out of all the self-employment I have tried, chemistry consultant, tutor, technical writer, ghostwriter, I am amazed that these 2 are the ones that make me a decent chunk of my income. Unfortunately, I don't make enough to reliably support my family, so I have a day job. I am a meat cutter at my local supermarket. Last year I gave away a bunch of knives and arrowheads at my uncle's potlatch. This led to a first for me, a flint napping course being booked with me as the solo instructor, not as part of a combo with my old master. I priced it up and followed the provincial guidelines, and eventually a price beyond my imagination was agreed, I would get 5K Canadian for the course. Then, after a few months, they asked me if I could fit double the number of students. So I offered 2 courses and they confirmed the dates. This is amazing. I ordered nearly $1,000 in material supplies. Shipping is expensive here, and I didn't have enough material on hand to do double the number of students. This would be enough to clear my credit card debt and give my family a good Christmas. So here is where I fucked up, or at least when the fuck up started. I checked with my boss when the dates of the sales they would need me would be, and I booked the courses around the sales. Once a fortnight we have a sale, fair enough they want all hands, but I could work around it. But, TIFU I. I didn't formally book the time off till the courses were confirmed. TIFU II. When they were confirmed, I put in a request to my manager, and he revealed the sale date was changed. He said he would approve one of my holidays but not the other. TIFU III. I wanted to be nice. I wanted to help my boss out. I said I would check if I could change the date of my course. TIFU IV. I actually asked if it could be changed. I should have told my boss to get buggered or lied and said they couldn't change it because TIFU V. When I asked if they could change the dates of one course, they just canceled it. So, I am out 5K. I have $1,000 of extra material I don't need now. I am still incredibly lucky. I am going to be paid to teach a subject I love and I am going to enjoy the hell out of it. Who knows, maybe another course will be booked in the future. But losing the 5K course hurts a hell of a lot more than gaining the extra course was, even though nothing on my wallet has changed. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, or money before it is in your wallet. TLDR, I had 2 5K flint knapping courses booked. My boss denied my time off for one of them, and when I asked if they could change the dates, they canceled. I am gutted. Today I F up by choosing a couch over a sexy night. A couple of months ago, I, 22M, graduated from college. I'd been trying to win over a girl, 22F, let's call her Alice, for a while. Despite my best attempts, she was as interested in me as a cat is in a bath. Then, out of nowhere, I caught COVID right before my finals. Shockingly, she also got sick, and our mutual misery bonded us over Instagram DMs. Eventually, she gave me her number, and we made plans to hang out once we were both better. Fast forward a few weeks, and we finally arrange a meetup at a bar. I made the classic rookie mistake of inviting my best friend, thinking it would be a casual group outing. When I arrived, though, it was just Alice. My friend, being a true wingman, had wisely stayed away. So, it was just me and Alice, and the night was a blast. We got so drunk we decided to reenact the opening scene of The Social Network. Alice even called my parents, who were thoroughly puzzled by the random girl calling them at midnight. After our bar escapade, Alice invited me back to her place to watch, surprise, The Social Network. My brain was still in favorite movie mode, so I was all in for a cozy movie night. When we got to her place, we cooked dinner together and settled in to watch the movie. Midway through, Alice changed into pajamas and came back looking like the embodiment of Netflix and chill. I, on the other hand, started to feel the call of sleep and suggested I should head home. It was already 3 a.m., and she insisted I stay over. There was only one place to sleep in her room, her bed. I awkwardly declined, insisting I was perfectly fine on the couch, which I did. The couch, to its credit, was quite comfortable. The next day, my parents called me, assuming I had done the deed, to ask what the call was about from the day before. I shared the story with my friends, who confirmed I had indeed missed my chance by choosing the couch over a potential romantic encounter. TLDR, went to my crush's place to watch Netflix and chill. Ended up doing only the first part.
Today I F up by leaving the big one for my dad. Today I F up by saving the big cinnamon roll for my dad. I, 18F, grew up eating Walmart brand pre-made cinnamon rolls, but we had a rule. The biggest one goes to dad, since to afford to get such luxuries, he'd have to work double shifts daily. So here I am, newly an adult with my own money and my own place to live. I went grocery shopping, but I wanted something sweet. That's when I saw it, the Walmart brand cinnamon rolls from when I was just a little troglodyte. Excited, I grabbed them and bought them as quickly as possible. However, in my infinite mushy brain, I adhered to the rule I was so used to. It's been 4 months, and I saw the almost empty pack setting in my cupboard. I had to throw them away because they molded, but I told my dad this story, and here I've told you too. TLDR, forgot, I don't live at home anymore. Molded cinnamon rolls. Today I F up by wearing a dress that was too short. So today I met up with my friends for a cocktail and decided to wear my new dress. The dress was quite long, just below the knee, but it was also quite tight and had a slit at the back. I don't normally wear dresses like this as they would emphasize my curves too much, but it was given to me as a gift, and so I thought, let's try it and see how I would feel in it. And I did indeed feel very beautiful and confident. However, I quickly realized that the dress was riding up when I walked. This annoyed me a little because I now had to adjust it regularly, but I didn't think anything more of it. What I hadn't realized at the time was that the slit at the back also went up so much so that you could actually see a bit of my bum. I only realized this when I got home and walked around the city center for hours on a Friday evening, where lots of people could see me. I'm dying inside now. TLDR, my new dress with a slit up the back kept lifting up as I walked through a bunch of people, exposing part of my bum. Thank you so much for watching the video. For more videos like this, please subscribe.